Hello and welcome to MormonCast East. I'm your host, Evan Sunday. This is our second episode. Glad to see it going out. We've had some good viewership from around the world. Yeah, you know who you are. This episode is the first in our series of People More Interesting Than Me. Our first is Jake Braghini here, a soon-to-be missionary and friend of mine.
Yes.
Welcome, thank you. So Jake has been the Deacon's Quorum instructor for about a year now?
Oh, man. Has it been a year?
Well,
Might be.
last night we had all the young men over here for an all-night Halo party. And it was fun.
It was pretty good.
It was crazy.
Let's just try this. We've never done it before.
We never did 5 and 5.
We've never done
Jason Bourne though. I like that team. What are the teams?
Like just about any 19-year-old American males, we like Halo.
Yes, we do.
But surprisingly, many of the deacons and teachers were better than our age group.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy though. We never expected to be thrown down by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah, Jordan Brandt.
Yeah.
He's like 4'6".
Yeah, he's
And
he dominated. They stayed up all night. 12-year-olds stayed up all night.
so I guess teaching the deacons is good practice.
You know, sometimes I do that, I get a lesson prepared. Sometimes I like to just see if I can do it on the fly, because in the mission field you're just going to be called, like that to give a talk or, give a prayer or something. I mean, you can call that lazy or forgetful, but because there was some of that too. But it's crazy, they're 12-year-olds, they're just coming out of primary.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are about to, they're maturing a little bit and they're about to become teachers, but you get those kids that are just, they're just crazy, they're just insane. They can't sit still for a second, they don't pay attention, but, you find some times that actually do quiet down, they actually do listen and learn. It's times like that, you're like, yeah, that's what my calling's about. Mm-hmm.
How long do you think he was in the MTC for? I mean, it's a new mission and everything, you know what I'm saying?
I was in for 8 weeks.
Really? Well, I must have been lucky then, because I was in there for like 2 days. Must have been special.
Yeah, I had to have advanced combat training because I don't know, I suppose they didn't trust the local inhabitants to not try to kill us.
Wow. That was one of our ward activities, was the combat training. It was a ward activity for a while. So, I mean, I guess it wasn't required for me. I mean, I don't know. But this is a nice little sub.
You actually put that on your application?
Yeah, I covered that. A lot, yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, not everyone knows that kind of stuff. You gotta know that for the real world. What we'd be taking on right here.
Let's see, we'll start from over here. This is my brother. I don't know when, this is early in his mission. I think he just got settled in, it's probably his first apartment. This is one of my favorite elders to come in our area. He kind of taught me a lot. His name is Elder Deuce. And he just caught a rat and killed it and got it out of the apartment. Yeah, that's the missionary life. This is Elder Poor, and he was a companion with Deuce when they were here. we all got to be good friends. Me, Brandon, Deuce, and Poor before these guys left and before Brandon left for the mission center. That's how us Mormons are. We cuddle in pictures. And these are Christmas cards from Elder Ethington, and he's in the mission I'm going to. He might train me. We don't know. This is Elder McNeil and Elder Perry. We went up to the DC Temple Visitor Center with a lady that they baptized. McNeil's about to go home. He's been out for a long time. But that's about it.
What made you decide to go on a mission?
I'll have to think about that. Well, probably the main thing was back a little while ago. I still wasn't sure if I was going to go or not. A lot of people go through that. I think it was decided when I went to Institute for the first time and had a really great lesson, and was really taught well. I don't remember what it was about, but it just sounded, everything just started clicking. And, I guess it's right after you graduate from high school and, you're out on your own and you start realizing how important everything is. And I just knew I had to go just right then and there. And I just started preparing ever since.
What's involved in preparing for a mission? What have you been doing? What would you recommend for anyone considering?
Definitely, I don't. It's different for people around the world. Some people have, access to certain things, but if you have access to an institute class, that's really important. And definitely, like your daily study, if you can get the scripture study in, whenever it's comfortable, whenever you need to do that, you get to preach my gospel manual and read through that. Well, I've gone on splits with missionaries who are on a mission, and I've talked to missionaries who are back from the missions, and it's all positive. It's a good experience. You're gonna get to go some place that you probably haven't been to. It's totally different from just going and visiting a place. You actually meet people and you actually care for people. You gotta believe that it's been called. That's a commandment from a prophet. You gotta feel that too. And other than that, it just comes down to your own personal will and if it's something you really want to do.
Okay, so thanks for watching. Visit us on MySpace, and don't forget, if you have any suggestions for future episodes, or if you have any music, videos, or whatever that you would like featured on the podcast, please email me. One more thing, since episode 1, MormonCast East has been featured on MormonWebTV.com. It's a site that hosts tons of awesome LDS-themed videos. Keep watching, and I'll see you next time.